Good morning, dear colleagues. I'm very glad to greet all the newcomers at our webinar. Today we will talk about the marketing plan because it is one of the keystones for a successful development of distributors and the structure. We will start with the business model description, which is used together with this marketing plan. There are two business models which are currently used in Europe. The first one looks like as following. There is a direct sales company or an MLM company which has distributors and clients, sometimes satisfied. The company sells and a distributor buys a product for a distributor's price. Obviously, a distributor pays his money and afterwards he sells the product to his clients, but this time already for client's price. The client's price is advised by the company, but the company doesn't have any strict rules to manage or control this price. Thus, according to this scheme, a client is dependable on a distributor because he does not have any direct relationship with the company. And if a distributor, for example, decides to travel to the sea or to the Alps for the whole summer, that means that a client does not have his product. A client falls under the price risk, because theoretically a distributor may sell the product to his client for any price, as the company cannot control all sales of its distributors. Buying a product from a private person, a client is not protected by law. And certainly the legal side of such sales is weak, as unfortunately taxes from them are quite often not paid. What about a distributor working under this scheme? Strange as it seems, a distributor falls under the price risk as well, as he often cuts the product price, being constantly under his relatives or friends' thumb who ask, "Hey, I'm your brother, can't you just sell me for your own distributor's price?" This was the way how many years ago, working in an MLM company, I managed to make a significant sales turnover while having almost zero profit. The second risk for a distributor is the risk of growing sales turnover and, as a consequence, the increase of working assets, which leads to the necessity of an additional space or the part of his house being used as a stock. The third risk for a distributor is products delivery to remote cities and countries, which as a rule is paid by a distributor himself. The fourth and a very important risk is the need to get the commission for all distributors from your structure, which is actually an additional discount on the products. That means the more you earn, the more products you have to buy to justify the discount, and getting even more products you have to sell them even more, which is obviously a never-ending story, a despair circle. So, how it goes with the company? One should not be as wise as Solomon to understand that such a scheme does not fully comply with the law, which means that sooner or later its activity or activity of its distributors will attract the attention of respective bodies, which will consequently be followed by corresponding inspections, penalties, etc. That is why we have chosen another model which looks like as following. A distributor provides a client with information services, which means he consults a client on the choice of the product or on a tailoring of a well-being program and helps to order the chosen product. A client makes an order himself or with the distributor's help on the company's website and then pays for the product directly to the company and not via the distributor. At the same time, the price for the product is fixed for all clients. The company then sends the product and all the corresponding documents to a client. Distributor, in his turn, gets his commission for every consultation and not in the form of some additional discount or a product, but he gets real money which is transferred to his account. Thus, according to this scheme, a client has a direct relationship with the company and he may order and get his products even if his distributor is not available for some reasons at that very moment. The price for the product is fixed and a distributor is not eligible neither to increase nor to decrease it, which is already a positive factor for a distributor because he won't be able to make a discount for his relatives and consequently he will get his full commission. Besides, a distributor does not have to bother about such issues as product delivery, because the company will deliver the product to a client to a specified address. A distributor is not obliged to allocate a stock, because all the ordered products are sent directly from the company stock to a client to any European country. And of course, the commission, which is the profit of a distributor, is absolutely legal and is paid not in the form of a discount or a product. A distributor gets money. All this scheme fully complies with the law, and this means it is a long-term and win-win cooperation. This very scheme is applied in our company. There is one question which is frequently asked by experienced MLM specialists. It says the following: in the first scheme, a distributor has a direct access to the product and he can always show it to his clients and then sell it. And how it goes in the second scheme? In our case, this issue is perfectly solved with the help of an instrument which is called a start kit. The start kit is a selection of 8 company products which a distributor may use by himself and which he can show to his clients at the meetings and presentations. It is very important to note that the start kit consists of proper products, not testers, and they may be used by any client. Besides, the start kit contains 3 catalogs, which may also be used for business purposes. If these are not enough, a distributor may always order some extra copies. Let's move to the marketing plan. According to this marketing plan, a distributor can earn his income by 2 ways: by personal consultancies to his clients and by building up his team of distributors and managing them. The marketing plan is very simple and it has some advantages which are worth mentioning at the very beginning. They are the following. First, in this marketing plan, one does not have to confirm the level, which means once the level is achieved, it becomes fixed and you will never lose it or downgrade. That means the development in this marketing plan is possible only by upgrading. Third, in our marketing plan, there are no requirements on monthly personal activity, which means that even if a distributor, by some reasons, disease, vacations or something else, has not made any business within this month, he will still get his commission for his team's activity. And the last peculiarity, the number of generations for getting a group commission is unlimited. So, what has one to do to become a distributor? First, to order a start kit. Second, to sign a contract. And third, to attend the orientation seminar. From now on, a distributor gets an access to his DS Online and the company's website and may earn his money by 2 ways: by personal consultancies and by building his team of distributors. So we start exploring the marketing plan from 2 issues: in which way and how much one may earn with the help of personal consulting and so-called personal sales. There are 2 key points the distributor's income level depends upon. First, distributor's career level as of the beginning of the month and the corresponding tariff, and second, the volume of personal sales in euro excluding VAT, which consists of all the orders made by distributor's clients and all the personal orders made by a distributor himself. Below, you may see the levels, and for your convenience, they are designated by 2 ways: by number and by name. Above, you may see a tariff corresponding to each level, starting from 15% and reaching up to 48%. Let's look at the example. A new distributor has ordered and paid for a start kit, signed a contract, attended a training, and within the first month of his new career, he, together with his clients, ordered the products for the total amount of 1,000 euro, excluding VAT. This figure, 1,000 euro, was chosen just as an example, as it is easy to calculate the percentage from it. Every distributor starts his career from the first level, which corresponds to a tariff of 15%. So, to calculate the commission the distributor gets this month, we multiply 1,000 to 15%, the tariff corresponding to the first level, and thus we get 150 euro. If this was done by a distributor of the second level, then we would use the tariff corresponding to this level, 25%, and the commission for the personal sales would amount to 250 euro. At the 8th level, we use the tariff 48%, and the commission for the same volume of personal sales is already 480 euro. I'm sure you got the logics. That is all what concerns the amount of the commission for the personal sales. The higher the level, the higher the tariff and the higher the commission. Then appears a relevant question: how to move from one level to another? How to develop your career? To move from the first to the second level, we should look attentively at the middle line and figure 1,200 euro. This is the amount one has to achieve by personal sales, cumulatively starting from the very beginning of the career. Please bear in mind that this is the condition only to shift to the second level. In order to move to the third and higher levels, conditions are different. Let's again look at the example. Let's imagine a distributor of the first level who within the first month of his career made 1,200 euro by personal sales. So he completed the requirement and would start the next month already as a distributor of the second level. Another distributor made this volume of personal sales within 3 months, but he nonetheless achieved an accumulated sales amount totaling 1,200 euro, and thus he would start his 4th month as a distributor of the second level. To emphasize once again, accumulated personal sales volume must be 1,200 euro, and it doesn't matter if there were any breaks in your career or if it was achieved for 1 month or for 2 years. Sooner or later, a distributor will move to the second level. Once this is achieved, his tariff becomes equal to 25%. And this means that from now on he will always get 25% commission for his personal sales, and it will never be less. Another unarguable advantage appearing with the move to the second level is the fact that starting from the second level, every euro in distributor's team sales turnover will bring him structural group income. Please keep in mind that a distributor may attract new distributors in his team from the very beginning of his career, but he will get the commission from the activity only after reaching the second level. And so once again, absolutely every euro in the turnover of distributors from my team, both personal and group 1, will bring me structural income. Let's see how it works. Imagine that a distributor moved to the second level and attracted to his team a new distributor. New distributors start first level, which corresponds to the tariff equaling 15%. After a month, a new distributor made 1,000 euro turnover excluding VAT. How much money from this amount will get an upline distributor? The commission will equal the turnover multiplied to the difference between the tariffs of a distributor sponsor and a sponsored distributor. Thus, having 1,000 euro turnover, we multiply it to 25 minus 15, which is 10%, and the commission will comprise 100 euro. Please note that being on the first level, a distributor got 150 euro commission for his personal 1,000 euro sales, while at the second level he gets almost the same amount for the sales of distributors from his team. The situations may be different, and we describe the one which is most likely to happen. But it also may happen the following. A distributor of the 6th level attracts a new distributor on the first level. The difference between the tariffs in this case will be 44 minus 15, 29%. And in this case, with the new distributor's turnover equaling 1,000 euro, the commission of the distributor of the 6th level will be 290 euro. Not bad, right? Variants and combinations may be different, but in order not to make a mistake in calculations, you should better remember one simple principle. You always take the difference between your tariff and the tariff of your directly sponsored distributor and multiply this figure to the whole turnover of his structure. But we will come back to it a bit later. Let's imagine the following situation. A distributor is on the 6th level, while his sponsored distributor is on the 2nd level. We remember that a distributor on the 2nd level may work already not alone, having his own team. And so, the distributor of the 2nd level, together with his team, makes 5,000 euro of a monthly turnover. Keep in mind that he has done it not by himself, but together with his team. In this case, the income of the distributor of the 6th level will comprise 5,000 multiplied to the difference between the tariffs of the 6th and the 2nd levels, which will equal 950 euro. And this is only group commission and only from this particular structure. While calculating group commission, we use the term total turnover of the structure. Thus, there is personal turnover, which is a total of all sales made by a distributor and his clients. There is also group turnover, which is a total of personal turnovers of all distributors working in my team. And there is total turnover, which is a total of distributors' personal and group turnovers. This is just an accumulated total turnover which is counted while making a move from the 2nd career level and further upward. We should keep in mind that to move from the 1st to the 2nd level, it is only personal turnover which is counted, while further it is total turnover. Let's look at one more example. Imagine that you are not a new distributor and has been already working for a month or two, and now you are a distributor of the 2nd level. Within this month, you have made 1,000 euro of personal turnover excluding VAT, and you get your 25% of commission, which is 250 euro. But during this time, 4 new distributors of the 1st level have joined your team, and they have made some turnover within this month. Together, these 4 distributors made 3,800 euro turnover. The difference between the tariffs comprises 10%, which means that your commission for the activity of your team will amount to 380 euro. And thus, the total commission you get for this month is 630 euro. But the trickiest thing is that at the beginning of the current month, you were at the 2nd level, which means that your total personal turnover at that moment exceeded 1,200 euro. Within these months, you personally have made 1,000 euro more, and your team has added 3,800 euro. Thus, we sum it up and get more than 6,000 euro. And what does it mean? It means that starting from the next month, you are already on the 3rd level, and once you are on the 3rd, you will never downgrade to the 2nd. That is exactly what one calls a simple, accumulative marketing plan, which will, with no doubts, lead you to the top. I wish you all the success in your career. In case of any questions, feel free to call telephone +49 931 809 982 20 or just email info@tentorium.tv.